Check the mic and make sure.
We interrupt this regular scheduled program to bring you this important message.
Hello, everybody.
Biggest panda I've ever seen. Look at that now.
There's money on it.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to Pittsburgh Picker Live. Here with our good friend and somebody we've never met in person, Yinzer Picker. How's it going?
How are you? I always say that. I'm like, we're like 8 miles from each other.
Yeah, literally. We were in Baden, Monday?
Yeah, at the Walmart.
The secret Walmart.
I call it the secret Walmart because it's on the hill and you can't see it from the road.
Because it's so, I just feel there's never, it's just, I don't know, it's just so small.
Yeah.
I love that Walmart. I think
There's never a lot of people there.
Don't go on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, yeah. I mean,
you will be stressed. You will be stressed.
But that's the way the Moon was. When we first moved here, the Moon Walmart was nice and calm because nobody knew it existed because it just opened like less than a year before we moved here. And now it's still not as bad as Robinson or Cranberry, but it's getting busier.
Monaca's nuts too. So
Monaca,
yeah, we go to Monaca too. I go to all the Walmarts.
I try not to go to that one, but yeah, I mean the Baden one's 2.5 miles from our house. So
yeah. So say hello to a few people. Sack Jack. Hey. I love that name. Robin is here. How's it going, Robin? Ed, the reselling rider, is here. What's going on, Ed?
Ed?
NC Picker's back in the house. Tina wants to know if that shirt is from Victoria's Secret. It is not. That is a liquid.
This is Adam's. This is Adam's Grateful Dead Europe Tour 72 shirt.
Yeah, and it's a liquid blue shirt, and I'm never.
It's not. It's not. This is Adam's. It's not from Victoria's Secret. No, but I did just buy a bunch of stuff from there today because I have 3 coupons.
Cheryl's here. Hi, Cheryl. How's it going? Super Fast Tortoise is here. Hello. Riblets Gaming is here. Hello. Super Fart Sack Jack doesn't go to any big box stores. He doesn't like them.
I can understand that.
I feel you have to here.
Yeah.
You do.
Especially over by you guys because they closed the Coons.
But there is still a Coons on Broadhead.
True.
That's in Beaver, though.
You guys have the nice giant eagle over there, though.
Oh, really? I hate that giant eagle, actually.
Well, I mean, my aunt loves that one because they live over a moon. But if we go to one, the closest one to us is Swickley, though. So
yeah. Well, that one. The nice thing about that one is it's never busy, like ever.
The one in Moon?
The one in Moon, yeah.
Every time I've been there, it's been busy.
Really?
Maybe
I think
it's
Walmart.
Because it's bigger.
I think Walmart and Aldi's took all their business.
Yeah, there's no Aldi's now.
Where's Aldi's at?
They put it up near
by Big Lots.
Big Lots and where Kmart used to be.
Yeah.
In the Coons, I guess.
Yeah, there's Coons and Kmart.
Yeah. Cheryl says she got some Squishmallows today from Walmart.
Nice.
See that?
I still don't know what those are.
Still don't know what those are.
No.
They're by Kelly Toys, and they're like the animals that look like big pillows.
Like a
like a marshmallow. Yeah.
So, yeah, they're worth. Some of them are worth some money.
It's just something else I don't want to look for though.
It's like not fun. I mean, it's kind of fun when you find them, but it's like a lot of work.
See, that's something when I have kids. They won't make it out of the house. That's the problem.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fartsack Jack says that's a badass shirt. Love me some Dead. So
it's Adam's.
It's mine. So more VS talk again. Yeah, probably. Rosie's here. She says, "I love a good liquid blue tag. Don't let the t-shirt boy see it." That's right.
Won't.
That wouldn't survive the bins. That's for sure.
No, it'd be gone in a minute.
They're so
All those
expensive.
all those guys who stay there all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we call them,
Yep.
the t-shirt boys, but I'm sure they're looking for more than t-shirt. But
They found the last time I was there, he found a Walmart apron, brand new, in there.
like the ones they give you when you're employed at Walmart.
Oh, it was one of the yellow ones, like the yellow vests. Not an
Okay.
apron.
Is that worth money?
I don't know. I found some sheets ones though at a
Yeah.
garage sale. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I think so. I don't know. Maybe for Halloween.
We found
Yeah.
a pair of McDonald's pants. Like apparently McDonald's gives you your uniform, and they're like denim jeans, but they've got a McDonald's label on them. And we looked them up, and they sell for like $15, and we sold them.
I was gonna say, I bet those would sell. I still have the sheets aprons listed, but figured, hey, take a chance. I mean,
Yeah, why not?
I think they were like $1.
Yeah, if that even.
Yeah. Sarah, move your microphone back from you a little bit.
Yes, sir.
You're very loud.
I'm usually very loud, so.
That's true. It's worked. Cheryl says, yes, my kid's daughter already took one. The Squishmallows is what she's talking about.
Yep. My kids take everything.
Is there any animals they don't like? Because you might be able to find like a Squishmallow that's not something that they don't like.
They like any toy, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, they try to stay away from the plush now, though. I mean, they have too many stuffed animals. So if you pick up the plush, it's the sell. And
Yeah.
But toys, man, it's like, that's why I can't take it. That's why it's hard to take them with me, because they just want to buy. They want to buy stuff for themselves. But they've also got to the point now where they can find me stuff.
Yeah, which is good.
And I've had them like, hey, if you want to buy it for yourself, and I'll sell it. And they've sold a few things so far. So
Yeah. They sold an iron, I know of for sure.
yeah,
An iron?
What else did they sell?
Yeah, we bought it.
No, that would be a sewing machine.
Oh, a
Yeah,
sewing
it was a
machine.
sewing machine. They sold
Get
a
it together,
they had a
Adam.
bottle of perfume that they bought, and the only reason I missed it, and my daughter found it, and I was like, well, I already have one listed with the box, and her sold before mine did. So
Hers was cheaper.
That's fine.
it was cheaper because it didn't have the box, but now I might just lower mine just to sell it.
Yeah. Some of that stuff sells really well. We got lucky with a few colognes here and there, but and then somebody said that they weren't allowing us to do like half fill bottles anymore, and then apparently if it's vintage you're allowed to do it. Yeah. So
I
it's
usually just do the full bottles. If it's Avon or Mary Kay, I'll sell it.
Yeah.
And even the post office gave me the stickers to put on the envelopes when I ship them. So
oh, there you go.
Because you're technically not allowed to ship them by air.
Because they're flammable.
Yeah, but you can still take perfume on a plane with you,
which makes perfect sense.
It does. And I even questioned them down there too. I'm like, hold on, I can fly with this, but you're telling me you can't ship it that way.
As long as it's not over 3 ounces. And, you know,
that's true. And most of that perfume you find though is under 3 ounces.
Well, they still make you shut your cell phone off when you get in a plane, and you don't need to do that either. Like it's been disproven many times that cell phone waves don't. First of all, you can't get any signal up there, and the only reason I know that is because I forgot to shut my cell phone off one time, and I pulled it out of my. This is how old it is. I had a BlackBerry, and I pulled it out of my pocket, and I was like, "Oh crap, it's on!" And there's no signal that high, so it's not like you're going to be calling somebody while you're on the plane. So, but yeah, they've already proven that it doesn't do anything. But I think
how'd they make the phone calls on 9/11
then?
then?
They had on the flight. They had those phones. You ever see them? Well, no. There's ones that are attached to the back of seats that you have to put your credit card in. Then they pop out. And then a lot of planes have them like at the front near the bathrooms. There was like a telephone that you could use if you wanted to pay like $3 a minute or something crazy.
$3 a minute.
Yeah, it's an insane. Like. I mean, if you're doing a domestic flight, the most you're in that plane for is 8 hours, and most flights aren't direct anyways. So you're going to lay over. Any phone call can wait 3 hours.
Exactly.
So Larry's here. He said, I found a liquid blue Grateful Dead shirt, sold it for $100 a quarter. Yeah. those vintage ones are worth a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Even the newer ones that we've sold haven't been cheap. That's for sure. Ed says that's the one I had when I got fired from Walmart. I think I still have it somewhere. I got fired on purpose because I didn't like working there.
You need to sell it, Ed.
Yeah, you got to sell it. Unless he donated it to the Goodwill bins and somehow it made it out here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know that. I mean, from the looks of every person working at Walmart, I don't think there is anybody that likes working at Walmart. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I think the only other place that might be worse to work is probably the bins.
Those guys seem pretty well. The manager there seems pretty happy. I don't know about the rest.
Oh yeah,
of them.
he's so cheerful.
He apparently
he bin changes.
Oh yeah. I couldn't imagine yelling at people like that. Like, get away from the bin.
Yeah.
Step
away from the bins. Yeah.
And it's funny because they'll raid the bins and you can't even get close to it. But then as soon as they step away, they leave all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. They're just grabbing. They're just seeing what they could see and they're just grabbing and going. And it's.
I mean, I kind of do that too, and then wait till the end and then check everything. But
yeah, we've stopped going. Well, we haven't gone because it's so crowded anymore, and it seems like it's a little dry. But we've found better stuff, and we've said this millions of times. We found better stuff after everybody clears out from the new bins than we have when we get like in there.
I agree.
So,
I probably haven't been there since February. So
yeah, I think the last time we were there was last month. I think we went once. You went after. Oh, you went once.
Yeah.
By yourself. Yeah.
And I thought they were going to be open for an hour, but they were closing.
She had a 15-minute rapid binning.
I had a rapid bin it.
We'll save it for the cold time whenever you don't want to be outside. Because right now with the garage sales and yard sales for us, that's where we find our stuff at. So
yeah, for sure. Rosie says vintage kids clothes with the McDonald's tag on it do pretty well. Okay, let's check those out.
Look for that.
Tess is here. She says hello.
Hi, Tess.
Super Fast Tortoise says my problem finding stuff for myself. Funny story about that. I ordered a bunch of shoes on shopgoodwill.com. If you're looking for shoes that are cheaper than our thrift stores, by the way, shopgoodwill.com. Because our
Goodwills don't even have shoes.
Well, and the ones they do are like $50. So
yeah,
they're not that much. Let's not be dramatic.
That one pair of Jordans I pulled off of at Red, White, and Blue was $49.99.
Well, that's not Goodwill.
I think I might have grabbed the same pair. Honestly.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, but so I ordered a bunch of shoes and they're all size 13s. So, and that's what shoe size I wear. And I'm like, so 2 out of the 4 are staying here. The other 2 are coming back.
So do our local Goodwills, can you buy from online then?
I don't know if any of ours are doing it, but you can buy.
And none of them were. So
it would be great if you could, because then you can buy them via auction and then just go pick it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I don't look per Goodwill. I just look for the certain items.
Okay.
And they do bulks. So like the lots of like 4 or 5 shoes or 4 or 5, like Sarah's bought like a whole box full of Cabbage Patches from Shop Goodwill. That's what makes it worth it, because their shipping is all FedEx. So at minimum, it's like $9.
Yeah.
So the more you buy, and it's better.
Yeah. That's what we found. But
shipping's not bad for like big things, like, or you know what I mean? It's not bad.
Yeah. If you're ordering that small stuff, it's not worth it.
Right.
And all the like the sleeper stuff, or all the stuff like the vintage video games and the stuff that's new in a box, and that's all, people go crazy money for it. So it's just like everything else. But
yep.
Yeah. Ed says my girlfriend found an $80 Christopher Robin Winnie the Pooh plush for $5. Didn't even think it was worth that much. Nice. That's a good one. Dark County Pickers here. What's up?
He was just in somebody else's chat too.
I got his t-shirt on today. He spotted the sticker way back here on the last live and put it on his Instagram. So I'm like, I'm wearing his shirt this time around. Ed C. Picker says the phone signal comes back as you get lower. Yes, it does. I've never left it on for the whole flight, but The closer to the ground, the closer to the towers. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. He says, "I love the shirt." Nice. Fart sack Jack never flies on a plane. That doesn't surprise me for some reason. As in postcards here, I have a feeling there's a plug coming. What's going on though? Ed says only store managers who make over 150,000 a year. You know they're happy. They don't seem happy either. They seem overworked to me. But do they really make over 150K a year? Because that's insane.
At Walmart?
Apparently.
I'm going to work there. It's worth it to me.
No, they probably work you to death.
I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah.
I take it. I love working.
You might never have any time to spend it
That's right.
It's cool. I'll save it up for retirement.
if you make it that far.
That's right. Rosie says they go from stealing toys to stealing clothes. I have to hide all the good vintage from my teens.
I can't bring in Converse in the house. It's her size because she takes them.
Oh, really? Your wife or your
My
your
oldest.
Kids? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Any Converse, doesn't matter what they are.
No, she loves Converses, but we don't do shoes that much. So unless it's like Converse or Hoka's or
Yeah.
I'm not a big shoe person. I don't like cleaning shoes.
Yeah.
Me either.
I'm like Ed.
I hate cleaning shoes.
We started dipping our toe in the shoe realm because it seems like eBay is so flooded with shoes that it seems like the other platforms are actually selling shoes a little better. So Macari and Facebook are selling shoes a lot better. So I'm going to keep buying them.
We sell shoes on Poshmark, so
yeah, we've had with Poshmark.
We haven't listed that much stuff.
Yeah,
Poshmark's too
we
much
need to
work.
put more. Yeah, I hate it.
You have to share so much, and it's just list it and forget about it. To me,
Yep. I hate the sharing.
We haven't had good luck with it, but I think another thing, and we were talking to, wow, I am out of it today. Who was on last week? Why can't I think of her name? Oh, Rachel Strickland.
Rachel.
We were talking to her last time, and I'm way out of it today. We were talking to her about it, and she says another reason Poshmark doesn't seem to do as well is because of their shipping. Their shipping is ridiculous on mostly everything. So if you're not putting on designer or expensive stuff, it's almost not worth it.
Or
like
or the sellers, because it's $7.95 for minimum shipping.
Right.
The seller can offer a discounted shipping price. So, but then it's cutting into your profit too. So.
Right.
Yep.
So it's almost not worth it. Like when like our sweet spot is that $20 to $30 range, and no one's going to pay $7.99 for a $20 shirt. So
no,
unless they really want it and they can't find it anywhere else,
which has happened. Riblets Gaming says now I work at Wally World and as an online grocery picker, and I like it. It's better than being a preschool teacher, which I did for 18 years. Really, it's better than being a preschool teacher. I mean.
Well, online grocery pickers just over there picking up stuff. So
yeah, I can see where it would be okay.
That might not be bad.
No, I feel like the clientele's mentality though would probably be about the same. Preschool kids, people that shop at Walmart.
We shop at Walmart.
I know, but we don't. We keep our head down and just go. There's
no, we don't.
There's some
weirdos.
The
problem with our Walmart is. It's such a small town over here. You always run the people you know.
Oh yeah.
We don't know anyone around here.
I was gonna say we're fortunate we don't know anybody in our area.
Sorry, I can't go to Walmart without running into somebody.
We used to go when we lived in the South Hills. We used to go to the West Mifflin Walmart, and some
that
interesting characters
Walmart,
in that place.
Let me tell you.
I worked in Homestead for a while, and we'd go to the Giant Eagle in Homestead. Never again.
It's a good one too. Yeah, the West Mifflin Walmart was where the girl relieved herself on the potatoes.
Yep.
That made the national news.
Was that I was right before COVID too. Didn't they lick the ice cream?
That was prior to that, and then when that was being reported on, I think the lady that relieved herself on the potatoes made national news too. Because my dad called me from California and was like, "What's going on out there? Are people peeing on potatoes?" And we're like, "Yeah, no, that happened once. The lady was really, really drunk, and We don't buy potatoes from Walmart.
I went to this. She went to the same high school as I did.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you get over that. You get over that way. It's a little bit iffy.
Yep.
To say the least.
We lived there for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even go to Kennywood because of that. Like,
yeah. I love Kennywood though. It's sad. Kennywood's awesome.
And we used to go to Sandcastle as a kid all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sandcastle was kind of cool. I'm not a big pool guy, but Kennywood was so much fun when we were in high school because they had like the Kennywood Day for our high school, and like everybody was there, and everybody always Fright nights. We went to a fright night as adults, and I was like, this is terrible. Get me out of here. I don't want to be here.
I got stuck on the pit. I got stuck on the pitfall though.
Like
all the way to the top.
Oh gosh.
We got up there, and then he made an announcement like, okay, we've had a malfunction. Just sit tight. And we just sat there.
How long?
The thing's like 300 feet high.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, it just let us go.
How long were you up there?
Probably a good minute or two.
Oh, well,
long enough.
But I thought you were talking a half an hour.
No, a minute or two is long enough, though.
If you're going to get stuck, though, I feel like I'd want to get stuck on that. I mean, you're like pretty much strapped in there.
You hope so. You hope that strap doesn't let loose.
That's right.
I mean, if I'm stuck in a car on a hill on a roller coaster, that's a totally different story.
Yeah.
Okay.
And unless you're stuck at this point in the loop.
Which you shouldn't, though.
Yeah. That would not
in
be
reality.
Fun. No.
I think your momentum would take you through that loop, but
you'd hope. SM Postcard's getting his plug in. So, I thought earlier I was getting on with you tonight, but no, I'm live with you guys until next Thursday, the 23rd.
The 23rd.
I cannot believe you forgot because Dayton Valley Deals is here. Hello.
What's up, Angie?
That's Mike's co-host on Mondays. NC Picker.
Which is probably going to move.
Says Tina's. That's all he says. It's Tina's. I think he had. No, he just said Tina's. We'll see what that means. Oh wait, here it is. Tina's dad worked there as a manager and said that they treat people terrible, and he was the most stressed he's ever been. He didn't last long there. It could have just been that store in North Carolina. It's not. My mom worked part-time there too, had the exact same experience. I think it's just they work people to the bone, and if you can muscle through it, you could stay, but if not, you're out of there.
They do that at a lot of companies, though. I mean,
seems like it. And
especially now, what are they going to do? No one, there are so many jobs. They can't get people.
Yeah. Ed says they do that too much. The corporate experts, certain things. Why can't you go ahead, read it?
They do that much, but corporate expects certain things and quotas to be met. So yes, they work you to death, but the pay is amazing.
Oh, there you go. I mean, I still won't do it. Gino's Fine's here, stopping by to just say hi. God, I cut you off there. You were about to say something and I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Nope, I'm good.
Oh, no. Okay.
Nope.
Rosie says the shipping is ridiculous. It would normally be first class, talking about Poshmark.
Yeah, because they do it up to 5 pounds. So
yeah.
You're shipping a shirt, even shoes. You're not going to be up anywhere near 5 pounds.
We were talking about it, and I guess they're geared towards the people that don't do this as a business. They're geared towards people like, hey, I'm cleaning my closet out. I'm just going to sell it all on Poshmark. So they make it as dummy proof as humanly possible.
True. Well, kind of like Facebook Marketplace, when you can do your labels, you can do a prepaid label.
Right.
And I wish Poshmark would do that because you could save on shipping too.
Yeah, especially if it's a shirt or something like that's they're going to be under £1 every time. Like it doesn't $7.99 to get a shirt from and we have a handful of like shirts that will go first class on our Poshmark and they don't go anywhere.
No,
but
because nobody's going to pay $8 for them to be shipped.
Right. Robin even says Poshmark requires too much work with all the sharing.
Yeah,
that's why people pay some people to share their closet if they have enough. There's a lot of people that I think could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it is, but it's not worth it for me.
Isn't there a bulk sharing tool now on Poshmark? Everybody says there's some sort of bulk sharing tool that you can use.
If there is, I don't know about it.
I think Rosie and Ed have said it about it. If you guys know that, I think it's browser based, so you're gonna have to use a PC to do it, or a computer of any sort. Rosie says you just price up 20% and send out offers for 20% off with the discounted shipping, which costs you $1.50 as a seller. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would work.
Yeah.
Poshmark is a lot of work, just how it is. Every marketplace is work. It's true. Rachel Strickland's here. Hello. Sorry, I forgot your name. I'm out of it. My bad.
And he can't read.
And I can't read today. Yeah, it's all bad.
You can never read.
Yeah. It's just all bad today. Dark County Picker says I got grounded today by Jen. I'm not allowed to back at Walmart for a minute. If you saw his Instagram post, he cleaned out the Lisa Frank binders from his Walmart.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's funny.
Such a good deal.
Yeah.
Sometimes that clearance aisle's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was we tried real hard, but it didn't work out for us. We were in your neck of the woods with
Stuff.
Yeah, we went up to that Hallmark that's like in that shopping center right below it.
Oh, it's
that's
still there.
Yes. It's not going to be there for long.
Left.
Well, there's an Italian restaurant and something else, and
that place,
A liquor store and a dollar store.
Yeah, you can hit all three of those, right? Yeah, and then there's a barber shop right around the corner that's good. But that Italian place is actually really good.
It's actually what I told Sarah. I was like, I bet it's awesome.
It's like a family owned one too. They've been there as long as I can remember. I wish they delivered.
Oh, yeah. That whole strip mall is just frightening looking. You get out and you're like,
Well, there used to be, like, right where you drive up to Walmart used to be the JCPenney's.
Oh, okay.
They wiped that out. Then there was an Ames over on the right side. And they actually, lady I worked with was killed there. Her and her husband he was teaching her how to ride a motorcycle. And she hit the gas instead of the brake, hit the curb, and through the plate glass window. And then Ames closed like right after that. It was done. There was also a good Chinese restaurant there too. Took that down.
That's terrible. Yeah, that place looks. It's bad when they have to gate off certain sections of the lot because there's too many potholes.
And the reason is the guy that owns that. Originally, they were actually going to put Olive Garden and something else, another restaurant in that parking lot, and that's why it was gated off.
Oh, okay.
But the guy's rent is just so high that nobody wants to go there.
Yeah, it shows. But the Hallmark's still there.
I still can't. I thought that place closed.
No, it's still there.
No, it's actually really nice in there.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You have a lot of nice things.
Riblets Gaming says, I make more money, have less stress. I don't think I would ever want a lead position. I believe your attitude determines your interactions. I just walk around and do my job. Yeah. No, I mean, I can understand it. I know a lot of people that have gotten out of teaching recently. So what? Commonwealth, he got out of teaching.
Yep.
Oh my God, there's a huge spider on the ground. So you're just gonna I'm gonna mute.
Just turn your camera off and mute. Okay, well, you're muted.
Commonwealth's also doing pretty well for himself on YouTube, and so,
what has he got? 10,000 followers on the small channel and 20 some on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's hurting.
No, so I mean, you can make money on YouTube. It's gonna take a while, but
it does. Yes, I can attest to that.
It's
monetized, and you're like watching the number go up, and you're like, this isn't going up fast enough. And then they pay you only when you hit a threshold, so you got to hit the threshold before they start sending you money.
Isn't it 100?
Yep. But you got to make 100 in total. So they'll pay you after the first 100, and then they'll just continue to pay you every time you reach another threshold. Did you get the spider? Good.
Yeah, I smashed it with the box of GI Joes that was on the ground that I have to list later.
Just to be clear, the box is not part of the listing.
Smashed.
It's a box full of GI Joes.
Yeah. It was like, I swear it was a brown recluse.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry for you spider lovers out there. It was big.
Riblets Gaming says, I'm hoping to figure out the secret to knowing when the crazy deals are coming, insider secrets. That's what Sarah actually was thinking about doing. She was like, I'm going to go get a job at Walmart just to figure out the secrets.
I applied, but they won't hire me. I only want to work one day.
I asked the lady at our store who does the clearance, and I said, "Oh, so are any of the Legos on sale? Because you keep seeing these people post all these videos with Legos."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh, our Legos haven't went on sale yet." So,
yeah, it's weird. Like we were there one day whenever it just was this clean sweep. Like they took all kinds of toys and put them on clearance, but the clearance wasn't that good. Like when they first put them out there, they only mark them down like $3 or $4, and then they'll continue to mark them down as it goes down. But I can't see it surviving that long enough to go down to a point where we'd buy it. True. But it would be nice to know when they're restocking Squishmallows.
I hit it on Wednesday, I think it was. And I walk up and the lady just put up 2 Star Wars figures.
Nice.
For $5 each. So I thought, okay, I'm going to pick these up. And I asked her and I said, do you have any more? And she's like, well, these are actually online returns. So these are the only 2 we have. And they sold within a couple hours for $25 each.
Nice.
Wow. So, that's good.
Get lucky every so often.
Yeah.
Gentle Cronus here. She says, hello, running late. Dayton Valley Deals is plugging you. There you go. We got some links to Yinzer Picker's channel right there. She took my job, but that's okay. Rachel Strickland says, yes, there is a bulk sharing on the app for Poshmark. Thank you, Rachel.
I'm going to have to look and see.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out. Because
so does Rosie. Says, no, you can use your phone. It takes me less than 2 minutes to share my entire closet of 300 to 500 items.
Definitely have to find that out because
now I gotta find that.
I'm gonna have to find that tonight.
Yeah, Poshmark was too much work for me. I don't have the time to share, etc. Yeah, we have a similar issue, but I think a lot of our items are not high priced enough either. I think we're trying to sell. Well, when we first started using List Perfect and moving everything over to the other platforms, we just were throwing our usual eBay stuff on Poshmark, and I think a lot of it has to come off because we're asking $15 for like a Nike shirt or something, and I don't know that it's really all that worth it.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's all right.
Superfast Tortoise has a question for us. Do you guys have goals set for the colder seasons, different habits for sourcing, any picking traditions? Are you guys planning on doing a holiday special vid?
So many questions.
Wow. You should. It's just like his comments. His comments literally take me from the beginning of the video all the way to the end of the video with what he wants to say about it. It's great. I love his comments. But go ahead, Mike.
I never thought about doing the holiday special videos because
your mic's off.
I muted myself. Thought about doing the holiday vids because we haven't been doing it really over the holidays. So that might be something cool. But no, different habits will probably just be stuff indoors because, like, as you guys know, it gets cold here.
Mm-hmm.
The garage sales, and I mean, you'll still have the estate sales, auctions, stuff like that. But
do we see? We weren't really into the estate sale thing in the winter. I don't know. Do you see? Do you still see them?
Yeah, they're still around. Not as many because I think. I mean, I don't know. And really, we weren't even over the winter this past year. At least we weren't even doing estate sales at that point either. So
yeah.
But I think they're still definitely out there. I mean, a lot of people still use them.
Yeah, we did them towards the beginning of the end of winter. So we were like in that May time where it was still kind of cold.
It was freezing. It was like, remember that one was like March.
Yeah.
I think last year was different too because you had COVID. So a lot of stuff was just, I think a lot of people weren't having sales because they didn't want people in their house. And
yeah, it might change a little this year, but
yeah.
That our plan is to do more auctions in person or online and probably focus a little in a little more on the thrift stores and things like that. But no picking traditions for the winter. But we do a holiday. I do a best of. Well, I did it last year, so I guess I'll do it again this year. But I did a best of Pittsburgh Picker for 2020, and I'm going to probably do it again this year because it was a popular video, and I thought it was kind of funny. So it's nice to recap some of the funnier moments or some of the best moments from the year. But that's about all I do. I mean, we did go thrifting, and then we went Christmas light shopping the one year. So we kind of walked through. I had like a little pan around, or B-roll, I guess you'd call it, of just a bunch of Christmas decorations at Lowe's. But other than that, no, I don't do anything for Christmas. I might. You never know.
Yeah. The problem is here, it's just so cold.
Yes.
Man.
The weather, early weather reports for our from now till December is above average.
Let's hope.
I'm fine with whatever.
I mean, I know you still plow though, don't you? So
yeah, but it's fine. Okay with it.
You don't have to be up early then. So
right, exactly. I can get some rest. Ed says his clearance aisle is horrible. I can imagine in LA it's probably.
I mean, ours is horrible too sometimes, but all depends on when you hit it, I guess.
Yours wasn't bad. We liked it. We got those sun shades that we sold the last time they were on special at ours. And
oh, really?
Yeah, the Star.
Well, I've left them there because they've been there for like 3 weeks. So
we've sold them.
They've been there for 3 weeks.
They're not big
along
money
with the
makers.
flippers.
Yeah. And the GoPro.
Who uses those things is what I want to know. I mean, we have sold them before. Who puts a sunshade on their car? I mean, give me a break.
I bought one. It's still in the back of my car because I don't use it.
Exactly.
Well, I was using it because my air conditioner broke, so at least help keep some of the sun out. But
yeah,
they're more of a pain than anything. So
yeah, what? I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Dayton Valley Deals, we're moving our show to Tuesday night after Monday the 20th. We're going Tuesday the 28th.
And that might change too because, we're not sure yet.
Why? Just easier for you guys?
Well, Mondays we're competing with Joey, and then Monday Night Football now. So, and if the Steelers are on, guess what? I'm going to watch the Steeler game. So,
yeah, no, our Sunday night lives are going to be based around Sunday night games, but
lame.
I mean, you can go on by yourself if you want. That's fine.
Yeah, fine. I will.
I mean, we do the pop-up lives, so
you could talk Tina Bina into it.
Yeah, I'll talk to Tina Bina. I'm not watching no dumb football.
Riblets Gaming says, Sarah, I would have screamed, scared everybody on the live, and explained there was a spider.
So Monday night's live that we did, I was sitting here, and a 1,000-legger climbed across my leg. I never flinched. I just kept going.
Nice. So, that's commitment to the craft.
We're being infiltrated. Yeah. I knew there was something because all the animals were like pawing at the floor, and then I looked and I saw this like monster.
So what you're saying is the spider was this big. Right?
No, that's dead bodies on the ground. Come see it when you're done.
It's a tarantula. It's Time says I always fall at getting those penny items at the dollar store. The store near me never has
Dollar General.
The store near me never has any of the items. Have you tried any?
I just got stuff at Dollar General yesterday.
The penny items?
Not penny items, but dollar items that were like bomb. I have some of them on there right now.
Huh.
Some Halloween candles and pumpkins and stuff. And I never go to Dollar General because there's not one really near us.
One at the bottom of our hill, pretty much.
Yeah, I know where that one is. And then there's one near Janoski's, kind of.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
But, yeah, there was one by my mom's, and I was over that way yesterday, and I'm like, wow, their Halloween stuff is like killer for cheap.
You guys have a big sale. You guys have a big sale by you this weekend, so.
Do we?
Up in Bond Mead. Big community sale.
Yeah.
I think I saw something about that.
Well, we've got family things to deal with this weekend, so we may not make it.
That's probably gonna be a good one though. So I'm not making it over there for it, but
it really depends on what happens in the next couple of days, whether or not we're gonna have a weekend. But we'll find out. But yeah, there's that Bond Mead neighborhood is a pretty big one. Riblets Gaming, so I can tell you to have to scan the clearance. I can tell you. Go ahead, you read it.
So I can tell you have to scan a clearance item, then price check it online, and it can be cheaper. Walmart will price match their own prices. Wow, good tip.
I found ink the other day in the clearance aisle. It was like $3, and I went to go scan it. It actually came up at the register for $1. So even the price tag is wrong.
So I saw something. NC Picker was talking to somebody that one of the people in the chat was saying that's their secret clearance. Like they scan video games that are in Walmart, and a lot of the times if it's cheaper online, they'll match it right then and there. So they've actually found this to be like a common thing throughout the whole store. And I guess it's just so they move certain items from certain areas. So like in Austin, they could have an influx of something and they'll put it on clearance. So
I think some Walmarts won't do it though.
I don't know.
I never tried.
I know they'll match Amazon as long as it's being sold by Amazon.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
They do that at Best Buy too.
Earlier today, I plugged in my disk drive to my computer and thought I have to plug in I'll be live on Pittsburgh Picker on October 21st. Yes. So we have another plugger. Super Fast Starters will be on Pittsburgh Picker on September 24th. So go ahead. You can read this. I cannot. My eyes are playing tricks on me today.
You can't read normally. Who are we kidding? Speaking of goals, how did you guys set the goals you want to meet? I'm having a hard time figuring out my goals. Floridians use car sunscreens year round. Okay.
That makes sense.
Well, Pittsburghers don't.
No. We don't need
them. There's never any sun here.
We definitely don't need them here. Go ahead. You want to answer first?
Who, me?
No, Mike.
I don't think we really have any goals, honestly. I mean, because with us being part-time, it's fun. So, hey, if I sell it, I sell it. I guess the goal is to make money. Right. So you don't want to just go out and buy junk.
No.
So I think that's our goal, is just to keep moving stuff and hopefully it finds a new home.
Yeah. We have a goal for every week that we have to hit that makes us comfortable. Like that's we know a certain amount of money we have to sell every week that will make us comfortable. But we also know that, now that income's coming from different sources, because we're on 4 platforms, it's a little hard to track, but we typically set our bare minimum goal. So it's the certain amount of money that we need to make every week to just continue living the way we're living. And that's kind of how we went about it. It's a lot of people think really, really in depth on it. And we're not that type of people. We don't have like a spreadsheet knowing exactly how much money we made per item. So it's hard to kind of nail down a real goal to it, but we know we're making money because we could tell.
Yeah. Because you know what you bought that item for.
Yeah. Right.
And you're not going to make a profit. You're not going to make a huge profit on every item. You're not.
Right.
You're going to take a loss here or there, and that's okay. Yep. Every company does that. Mm-hmm. Granted, there's probably some resellers out there too that there's resellers out there that make videos too that won't show you the losses. If you watch our What Sold videos, hey, I might have made $1, or I definitely lost on this one, but it happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no problem telling anybody that I took a loss on something. If we made a bad buy, I would rather.
Exactly.
You see me make that bad buy, then you go out and go, oh, hey, look at all these cruise wear things. I should buy them. And you see me go out and buy 10 of them and sell 2 of them at a loss. Like that's.
And you don't want and people getting into it too. They're going to watch your video and say, oh, well, if I go out and buy this stuff, I'm going to make a ton of money. Sometimes it's not the case. It's not. If it was easy, everybody would do it, which it seems like everybody is, but. Yeah, you can't win every time.
Have you noticed that? Do you think it's getting more of a career? Like, do you think there's more resellers now than there was 2 years ago?
I think yes. Oh, I think both ways. I think yes, because I think a lot of people lost their jobs during COVID. So they went to this. But then I also think no, it's because I'm seeing it more now.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, because I'm in the same boat. Like now that I'm following this and I'm part of this community, I feel like everybody's doing it. But then I take a look, I talk to somebody, like friends of mine, and they're like, I would never consider doing what you're doing. Like,
Correct.
crazy.
Yeah, they laugh at you. Like,
yeah,
I still think my in-law. I still don't even think my in-laws know that we really. I don't even know if they even know we have a YouTube channel. I think if my kids mention it, but I mean, and like when we started the whole YouTube channel, we never thought it would be. And I know you've said it too. Like, you never thought it'd be where it's at.
No, not even close.
I know. Like, who's really going to watch us thrift?
Right. Yeah. And it's every day when I get new subscribers, I think to myself the same thing. And I'm like, I guess I'm entertaining. And everyone's like, yeah, we love your dad jokes. And I'm like, I'm not a dad, but I mean, I guess I make dad jokes. I don't know.
The crazy one was the first time somebody noticed us, post office. And it was like, hold on. That's when you run into somebody that actually watches your videos in person that you don't know. So
yeah,
that's the weird one.
And they get a little
starstruck with the post office.
When they go, the one girl that got a little starstruck with Sarah, she was like, "I'm just a normal person."
Yeah,
yeah. I got recognized twice at the bins, once at the post office,
and then at a garage sale one time too. But
we got recognized with a garage sale too.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sarah. SM postcards.
I decided I was sticking with 3 sites: eBay, Etsy, and Hip Postcards. Too many sites splits my focus, and so my time is now basically 80% eBay, 15% Etsy, and 5% Hip Postcards, as that is my percentage of sales for each.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, my wife started doing the whole Poshmark side of it, but I'm not sure she's even going to do that now. So I think she's going to focus towards something a little bit different. I'm still not 100% sure what, but we're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because it was helping having her list on Poshmark, and I focused on eBay because we've done eBay for 20 years. So it's kind of like eBay to me is just, it's not that hard.
Yeah. And it's funny, people that I know that started on Macari or Facebook Marketplace or Poshmark or something, when they come over to eBay, they're like, eBay's so hard. You got to put in all this information. And you're like, I don't even notice it anymore.
No. If it says recommended and I don't feel like putting it in, I'm not.
Yeah, same.
Right.
I mean, simple as that.
Especially if it's something that I'm really not sure of.
Exactly. Or I'll look up somebody else what they've put it in for, and then I'll just copy it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I do.
Yeah. It's a deep question coming here from NC Picker. If you leave popcorn kernels on the bed of a hot metal truck in the desert, will it pop? No, I don't think it will.
Unless you put oil in there.
Unless you put oil in it. If you put oil in it, then yeah, it might. But I don't think so. I think if you just leave it out,
what does this have to do?
You'd have to have some kind of liquid heated up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be. It's got to have butter or something.
Could be wrong though.
I don't know. Do you know the answer to that question?
I want popcorn.
Riblets Gaming uses her sunshade every day. Am I weird? Am I just weird tonight?
Sorry if I offended sunshade users.
It depends on where you're at, though.
That's true.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah. If you get more sun than what do we get? Like 24 super, like completely clear days. So no clouds in the sky. I think we get like 24 to like 35 a year or something like that. So
probably
we get very little fully sunny days where we'd need actually having a sunshade. Tina's game. She says I'm game.
Yes, Tina Bina. Let's talk about it all night.
There you go. You can pop up live and talk that.
I'm actually going to be doing some more purchasing after this live.
There you go.
I got to use my coupons.
I was looking at Kohl's before I joined, so.
Well, the danger thing, Tina, is just she got a Victoria's Secret credit card today too. So.
Yeah, I'm like, I might as well just get the card.
Yeah, sure. Charge it up. It's fine. Whatever.
Plus, you get 15% when you sign up for the card. You probably already have a Tina Bina.
It's great. Can't wait. Profit Pickers here. He says hello, everybody. Everybody's saying hello to him. Oh, here we go again. SM Postcards. Good to know. She'll be on here on the 20th. every live. And then afterwards, so I want to know what you're going to plug after the 23rd. Pamela's here. Hey, run those likes up. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Go over to subscribe to Yinzer Picker's channel, which is right here.
Angie's on it.
Yeah, she's good with that. Go ahead, Sarah. because I'm gonna mess that up.
If you're not using a spreadsheet, do you have a different way you track your cost against your profits? I am trying to figure out how I will track that myself. No. if we're not losing money, we know. I mean, we'll know if we're hemorrhaging money, and we're not. Mm-hmm. So that's how I track.
I'm so glad to hear somebody else say this. Because I'm like, am I the only one that doesn't do keep all these bookkeeping? Like, okay, I sold this item for my profit was 11 cents. Like, I know I made money on it or I lost money.
Right. Yeah, we don't. We were.
I did for a while. Remember that janky system I had with just a notebook?
It was bad, but we were going to, and then but you can tell, we can, you can, after about a month or so of making bad buys, you're going to be able to tell that you're not making money.
Exactly.
It's pretty easy to take a look at your bank account. And I just spent $500 sourcing yesterday and I made $30, or I made $65 in a week. You're going to be able to tell. I mean, the only thing you really can't tell, which might be beneficial to track, is your sale frequency. So it would have been nice to know how frequently certain styles of jeans sold or something like that, because then we would have maybe stayed away from certain models of jeans back then, whereas the 569 sell through really quickly. That may be something worth tracking, but especially when you're just starting out, focus on getting quality merchandise, learning how to list, learning how to ship, and then go from there. You'll figure out, if you're, and I'm not a numbers person. Sarah's not really a numbers person. So us sitting down and putting a spreadsheet together of all our sales and what profit and things like that would take forever for us to do. And we probably wouldn't keep track of it because we get stuck doing something else and we would just never fill it in. So,
because you get so many, and plus you're getting so many items, even if it's only a couple dollars, like you just said, you know if you're making money.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we can pay
and
our
if you
bills.
Don't, that might be an issue.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure is.
Well, we knew before we went full time, we knew exactly how much money we were making between the 3 jobs.
Yeah.
So, and we knew whenever Sarah decided not to work at a job anymore, that we were going to be fine, because the eBay was at part-time level was making almost what she was making at her full-time job. So we knew that if we took and added 3 or 4 days of sourcing to that it would become a bigger amount of money. And it was accurate. So you do know how much you make. It's just, do you know exactly what you're making per item? I don't think I'd want to know, because there would be items that would just depress me.
True. No, I agree. And I mean, even in the what sold, I say what I spent, what I paid for the item. And I mean, you can kind of get a rough estimate with just your tax, what your fees and everything's going to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like we're selling stuff that's priced like a car.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. To me, it just wouldn't be, I don't know. To me, it just wouldn't be worth tracking.
I feel that I'd hit it hard for a week, and then I just forget about it because I get too busy doing other things. Exactly. And honestly, all the money we make on eBay, and that's still why we're not full time, because if eBay can pay me what my company pays and what my wife makes, it's probably never happen. So we would probably never go full time, but this is just kind of fun stuff for us, because I've been doing eBay for so long as a hobby that it's still, to me, for fun.
Yeah.
Right. But it is nice to know also, if something were to happen where one of the two of you may become unemployed again, you have a safety net all the time. And that that is, I mean, and that's one of the most stressful parts of being full time, is when you're going through your week and you're going, Tuesday for us was crap. And we're like, oh, is this whole week going to be like that? And it never is. But you think about it.
You have those days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And it makes you think oh, we can't have any more days like this.
Yeah. Especially I hate waking up to no overnight sales. When we woke up, I was like, was it Monday or Tuesday? Adam's like, no sales overnight. I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
See, it's funny. Like on Tuesday when I had to travel, I was hoping I didn't have any sales the night before, because I wasn't going to be able to make it to the post office.
Yeah, that never happens.
And we didn't have any sales, so it was perfect. I was like, hey, we're okay.
Wow. That never happens.
think I sold something in the morning. I think I sold something in the morning. I was able to, because we have 1 day handling on all of our stuff. So
yeah, so do we. Yeah, that never happens though, because we've planned like a trip to our friend's cabin or something like that.
Yeah.
And we think the same thing. Like, as long as we don't sell anything between like 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, we're gonna be fine. And then the moment we get in the truck to go to our friend's cabin, something sells, and you're like, great. Now we have to leave in the morning, get home.
Well, you just put it on vacation mode too. But when we went on vacation recently, we had stuff selling while we were on vacation. It was nice, but 3 items. For some reason, 3 items came up shipment overdue.
It does that. When we were in Myrtle, when we were in Myrtle, same thing happened. I contacted eBay for Business on Facebook, and they fixed it. So it didn't go against our rating.
It did me though.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
there was 5 total. 2 didn't. 3 did. And they said it was a glitch in the eBay system though.
Oh, okay.
Because me and you, because we went on vacation about the same time. I think I was like a week after you.
Actually, I think you were on vacation the same week.
Oh, really?
I feel like whenever I got back, you were like, just got back from vacation. And I'm like, he was on vacation too? Like, what is this? What's going on? But it's a perfect week.
Everyone was on vacation that week.
Yeah.
It seemed like it. But yeah, we sold 118 things while we were 120 things that we were.
We had some good sales while we were gone.
You should have seen this room when we were done. Like I pushed the vacation mode out till Monday. I did that too, Saturday, and we packed everything in those 2 days, and we did it in shifts. Like Sarah got up in the morning, she started packing. Then after I got up and sat around for a minute, I came in here and I packed, and we had it all done by Sunday night, and then we were so it worked.
Yeah, it did. I think that's exactly what we did too. I had everything ready to go Monday morning.
I found all 120 items. I was not able to not find one of them. I found them all somehow.
Lucky Seven Option says hello. Hi, how's it going? Cheryl says I find eBay hard, have many item specifics, and they keep getting unlisted.
I haven't had anything get unlisted yet, because if I see something where it says you need to update this, then I do. And what's funny is every time it tells me to update something, I update it and sells. Yeah. So
that does happen a lot. When we switched our inventory system, and we went through and put like different what are those called, the
SKUs.
The SKUs. When we changed all the SKUs, like some of the stuff that we had for like 6 months started selling. It just like just sometimes when you poke those things, it
bumps it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to try that.
Robin's in LA says I have a sunshade every day. Of course you would. It's LA.
Yep.
I know a lot of people in California use them, and that's why I buy them, because they sell pretty quickly, but unfortunately you're shipping them across the country. Rosie asks, have you made any good pickups for resale on Facebook Marketplace? I have not.
Not recently. During COVID, we did. We were buying video games left and right. We were buying people's collections out. Actually, meeting at the Moon Police Department constantly.
Nice.
So
that's where all the local video games went then.
Yeah, it must have been. I mean, they were bringing. They're in Cranberry. We were picking them up. We were picking them up by binfuls.
Nice.
So
I never look on there. I just hate Facebook Marketplace.
I haven't looked in a while. For some reason,
I just hate it.
You can find you can definitely find some good deals on there, but you got to be quick, because it's some people, and I notice it on Instagram, they'll be like, "Hey, I can come pick this up right now." Like,
I think people don't want to wait.
Because if people are getting rid of it, they want it out of their house. So if you can pick it up quick, you're good.
Yeah. No, we can most of the time.
Yeah.
Not that quick.
Yeah. Gentle Crone says, I'm mostly eBay with a little Macari. I just inherited 800 postcards from my grandfather from the 1800s or 1900s. Uh-oh. There's somebody in this chat that may he's right here.
Like a bad pop-up ad.
That's right. With you and your plugs, but you may want to talk to him, because he buys postcards. Since the rise of YouTube resellers getting popular during the last 2 years, you all have raised an army of resellers. I have my faves. Yeah, there's some good ones out there. They're all pretty good.
There's a lot. And it's hard to watch everybody though anymore. I feel like because you're busy listing, you're busy editing, and when I'm editing, I can't watch anything else.
No,
because if I do, I'm gonna miss something in that video and leave something stupid in there. So
like I did.
Yeah, you did that yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Yeah, my video started with like you know you've done an intro or something and it just sucks and you're like and sometimes I'll just be like or something like that, and that's how my video started. It started with me going and then hello everybody.
I did one not I can't remember when it was, but I uploaded the video and I was like, I'm looking at it going, I uploaded it and it went live and I'm like, why is it so long? I'm looking at it, well, everything I cut out never got cut out. Oh, nice. But it got put into different parts of the video, so the video didn't make any sense. It was horrible. I had to go back through like the YouTube video editor and just start chopping it out. And
that thing's crap.
It is. So I ended up downloading it off of YouTube and then edited it that way and re-uploaded it.
Yeah, I had to use it yesterday to cut out literally 2 seconds of the front of my video, and it took like 10 minutes for it to do it. And then it's like it'll probably be processing and will be available in 2 hours. And I'm like, great.
Yeah. You should have left the outtake in there though. I mean,
well, I have a lot of our outtakes, and so I'm keeping them, and then someday I'm going to release them because some of them are really funny.
Yeah.
But
holiday edition.
It might be maybe I'll do it during Christmas, but I have some where we're like one time we were at Lowe's and this guy, like everybody walks at a certain pace, right? Like very seldom do people go boom right by you, and when they do, you're like, what's going on with that person? So we were at Lowe's and like I was filming an intro and this guy behind me, and I could see him in the camera because I have the GoPro, and I saw him just go right by me, and I turned the camera and he's like speed walking into Lowe's as fast as possible. So like there's like 2 minutes of us just like, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
I hope we did that 60-mile yard sale in Ohio, and I still have to edit all the footage. There was a guy, we were just standing there. And he just stood there and passed gas the whole time. And I'm really hoping, because if that's on, that's going to be saved for something else.
Oh my god!
My kid looked at me and she's like, "Did you hear that?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like he just didn't care. He was actually a local guy too. I've seen him around here, so he traveled up there too. So
hopefully you got him from the neck down.
Probably. I think the way the camera's angled.
Yeah. Rosie says, I used to be loose with bookkeeping, then I got audited 1 year, so now I'm all spreadsheet all the way. Makes sense.
I got a box of receipts.
Yeah, I got an envelope of receipts.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have somebody do our taxes for sure. Michelle's here from Vegas.
Welcome, hello.
Tina Bina says, hey, maybe Victoria's Secret should pay us for all this advertising.
Heck yeah.
And
get some
Picker
free clothes.
wants popcorn.
Yeah,
popcorn does sound good.
Yeah, it does. Tracking actual costs helps at tax times. Yeah, absolutely. That would help, but we're not good. We have receipts.
We have everything saved. I have all my emails saved. I have all the receipts.
Yeah.
They're in a box under the Cabbage Patch Kids. I know exactly where they are.
SM Postcard says, I make decisions based on data more than what I feel. It takes me just a few minutes every morning to update it. I work towards monthly numbers, not day to day. Yeah, that makes sense. We do weekly numbers, and that's kind of what we do. And yeah, Wallet Feels Full doesn't do it for me. Works for us.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
He's a numbers guy. Ribless Gaming has a question. Why would something get unlisted or need updated? You wanna take it?
Well, they have those recommended specifics now.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some that are required if they're changing it. So I think if the required ones go unchanged, if you don't update it in a certain period of time, which I'm not even sure what it is, I guess they're unlisting it. So we haven't had it happen yet.
They recently updated a lot of their specifics. So like records are a good example. Like it used to be that you could just put, what kind of record was, what's the shape it was in. And then, if you wanted to add the artist or, stuff like that, you could, but you didn't have to. Now they are requiring the artist. They're requiring sometimes the recording company, and they're requiring the shape that it's in. So they're adding more things so that they so that they don't get sued because someone buys a record that's, you know, not the Beatles, or it's the Beatles spelled Beetels, and they're, you know, they didn't notice it or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but that's the only reason. And then unlisted, the only other reason we had currency get unlisted, because we were selling Vietnamese dongs, and they were and that is really the name of the currency, everybody. But the when we got transferred over to managed payments, they pulled them all down. They were like, you can't sell currency right now because eBay has some weird thing that they can't sell currency at the moment. But I heard that's gotten pulled, so I think we can actually do that again.
We did sell some after that.
Yeah.
I tried listing Playboy VHSs yesterday, and it wouldn't let me.
We sold
yeah, but if you go on there, there's hundreds of them.
Take the word Playboy out of the title.
No. You know what I had to change? I had to take it out of the category of VHS tapes. So I looked to see what everybody else was doing. They did entertainment memorabilia. So I listed them last night. I finally figured it out, and it let it go through. And then I sold one overnight.
There you go. That's interesting. I don't know why they wouldn't care about Playboy VHS tapes.
Well, I think they were trying to get away from the whole nudity stuff.
Yeah,
they were for a while because they got rid of their adults only.
Exactly, but there's Playboy stuff on there galore. There's magazines.
I have girl magazines on there right now.
Unfortunate.
No, it's not. How's Tina Bina? I bet you'll agree.
They're from the 80s, so like the guys on them are just creepy looking, and you're like,
the one from Texas was good looking.
I can't wait to see that one sold.
It's been on a couple times, so we've sold a few of them. NC Picker actually made a comment on one of them. He was like, "That's funny." He's like, "Your facial expression when the Playgirl sold was priceless."
I had to be real careful when I was taking the pictures because I couldn't, obviously put the whole thing in there. And I made a mistake a couple times. I had to make sure that I had to go back and.
Well, we bought a photography lot. We bought a photography lot last year too, and there was a bunch of books from the 1940s. It was all nudity though, even on the cover. So I was using Post-it notes to cover stuff up.
Smart.
And they sold quick though. So
we had a record like that had some.
I remember that.
Yeah, had some boobies on the front of it, and we had to put a Post-it.
Wasn't there a guy? Didn't you have one too with the guys on the back?
Yeah, that one, believe it or not, that one didn't really. There was one picture that was a little risque on the back, but the rest of it, it was just, it was actually all covered. But just because YouTube can get a little particular, I blurred most of it. But that one. But that one is gone, isn't it?
I think you sold it.
We did sold that. Yeah, we did.
It is.
That was a weird album.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Another plug, Gentle Crone, coming here on the 23rd about postcards for sure. Yeah, nobody knows he's going to be on the 23rd. Super Fast Tortoise says, "Don't tell my wife there's a ton of resellers to watch on YouTube. She'll take it as a challenge." Yeah,
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's
a ton.
Yeah, that is for sure.
You find them more and more every day.
It says GTC ends in 30 days and some will re-ask for recommended specifics again. If you list them from a phone, I've heard there are more of issues than using a PC. Yeah, I've also heard that.
We use our PC all the time, so.
Yeah.
Not me.
Sarah lists from her phone only, and Tina Bean says nudity sells. Yes, it does.
I've tried to do it on the computer when there was some kind of issue with the app with shipping, it wouldn't let you put in first class as the option or something. And I wanted to kill myself. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't I sat in an office working at a computer for 10 years before when I quit my job to do this full time.
Wow.
But I was doing different things. I wasn't listing stuff on eBay. I was just typing emails and stuff to clients. I can't. I just can't.
You can't.
We never. There's a couple times where it'd be I would try to add a photo and it wouldn't let me add a photo. So if I just closed out of the browser or refreshed, then it would be fine.
No.
But we've been doing it on the PC for 20 years, so it's kind of old school still.
Yeah. That and Sarah doesn't we have 2 Mac laptops and she can't stand them. So
I'm pretty old school too, but that phone.
I'm not a fan of Macs either, so
I'm so quick on it.
They're editing machines, and that's the best
They
part.
are.
I mean, it's
I'm
like
just not
they're
used to them.
yeah, this touchpad mouse thing here. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, I got the old school mouse, so
I want to break it.
One right here. Nudity sells big time in Vegas. That is for sure. You ever been?
Huh.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
No. I always wanted to though.
It's fun.
Just to say I went. I mean,
it's a sight. It's very big and over the top, and everybody is, the best, the fun, the most interesting people watching you can do in Vegas is about 6:30 in the morning. Like if you're getting up for breakfast at 6:30 in the morning, a lot of people are finding their way to their rooms, and those are the people that are in pretty bad shape.
I was just say had a rough night at the tables.
Yeah, or they didn't have a rough night at the tables. They had a good night at the tables and a bad night at the bar or something, because the bars never close. So you do see a lot of people like, oh, it's 6 a.m. I gotta get to my room.
Yeah, there's no clocks. There's no clocks in the casino.
No.
And 9 times out of 10, there's no windows, so you don't even know if it's daylight or dark. So
no, yeah, it's interesting. Be careful with giveaways on YouTube. A large Lennox channel got deleted for a giveaway. He got the channel back, but was sweating it. He just went full time on YouTube months before. What did they delete him for?
Yeah, what was he giving away?
Yeah, it's my understanding that you can, as long as it's something that's kind of based on what you're doing and it's not money or something like that, it's not against the rules. But I'm not sure. Superfast Tortoise works with his laptop too. He uses his janky camera for the good items. Phone apps have infinite room, so features and coding is cut back more than on a PC. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So. Stop using these computer words.
He means that there's only
I know
so
what
many
he
features.
means.
There's only so many features they can put in an app.
Well, then maybe you should just say that for us. People that don't understand.
He's smarter than us.
He's smarter than us.
So yeah, it's so have you had any? You said you went to that big garage sale. Is that the first major garage sale, like on a road type thing that you've ever?
Yeah, because I mean, really, we don't have any around here. I think the other one was on the other side of Ohio, and we didn't go there. But yeah, the 60 mile we did. It was like, I mean, it was good. It was we probably did about 20 miles worth of it, because there's no way you could do it in one day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it went from Hubbard County all the way up to Conneaut. So, and I know it went Friday and Saturday, and the lady said that a couple people said they were super busy Friday. The only issue I had with it was there was nowhere to park. So there was like ditches on the side of the roads.
That sounds great.
So it can get a little bit, but I mean, we found so much good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Steeler jacket was huge.
We were considering going to the one that's starts in Tennessee at the end of the month, but I don't think we're going to make it.
Well, there's one just north of us too.
There is?
Well, I think it already happened. I think it was in June or July. It was like up near 80 or something and went across.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one.
And we were up there like 2 weeks. We were up there either right before it or right after it, so we missed it.
Well, the big one that everybody went to that we could actually go to as long as we start in West Virginia, right? Is that the 100-mile yard sale or something like that?
Is it in West Virginia?
It's either in West Virginia or just inside Virginia, which wouldn't be that bad of a drive. That one we can go to, but we were in Myrtle that week, and you were just going on vacation as well.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, we went out to Gettysburg, so
that would have been quite a drive from Gettysburg.
Yeah, that would have been a huge haul. I mean, we still thrifted while we were in Gettysburg, and found some good stuff out there too.
Yeah,
but it was different. But the 60-mile yard sale was fun. I mean, and my wife even said it too. We didn't really even notice like any other resellers really.
Oh, really?
Like, people, like, it seemed like everybody was buying for themselves. Like they were leaving stuff that was like you could tell you could make a ton of money on it, but it was left there.
Maybe you shouldn't have talked about this at all.
I know. Well, it was funny because Little Miss Q, I think she pops in your chat sometimes.
Yeah, she does.
She was actually there too, and she goes, and we must have passed each other and didn't even know it.
Huh.
because she was telling me places she was stopping. It's like, oh, we were there too. And she's a Steeler fan. She's like, if I would have found that jacket, it would have been mine. Because somebody was selling this vintage Steeler leather jacket for $5. I just sold it to somebody in Canada for $125.
Nice. What brand? It wasn't Starter.
No, it was started with a D. It's like something Carr or something, or David something. I don't know. I never heard of it, but it was in good shape. And the lady goes, "Why are you buying this jacket? You're in Ohio." I said, "Well, I just drove up from Pittsburgh, so."
That's right.
I mean, you're not that far from Pittsburgh either. It's only an hour. No. It was only like an hour away.
Yeah, which I find that the closer into that corner of Ohio you see more Steeler fans than you see Browns fans, or even Bengals fans.
And honestly, we didn't even see that much. Like, we didn't even see that many Browns items, if any at all.
The further north you get, closer to Akron, you start getting a lot more Browns fans. But
and even like Cincinnati, I mean, you got to really get out that way to see any Bengals stuff.
Yeah. That, and let's just not joke around here any longer. That it's not like they've done anything in the last couple of years.
And if they do, I mean, the Browns, people think the Browns are going to do something, but they got to prove it first. Yeah. And honestly, the Bengals the same way. I mean, rookie quarterback, so who knows what's going to happen.
Answer to the question: he did a giveaway. He does giveaways all the time. They just deleted him when he went live to announce the winner, and never told him exactly why. That's
weird.
Yeah. He says, "Crap! I gave away stuff yesterday live. Now I'm going to get deleted."
I think. I mean, you guys had Rachel Strickland on last week, and I don't know if she told you her story.
No,
she gave away like $50 or something.
Yeah, that she got scammed.
Somebody made an Instagram page of the person that won to try to get the money.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It was nuts. Which is funny because she was on our channel a couple weeks ago too, and it was like she told us, because I think it happened like the day before she came on our show.
Yeah. Which is nuts that people do that, but somebody did it to Lonnie at Shed Flips. Same thing. Like they made an email account to get whatever prize he was giving it away.
Yeah.
Luckily, he caught it though, because he knew the person. Well, he didn't know, but they were a viewer, and he knew. He's like, "This isn't that person." Like there were some spelling errors, and there were some missed. That things just didn't look right the way it was typed, and he was like, "Yeah, this is wrong," and so same thing applied. So,
wow.
But they say if you do a giveaway and you're suspicious, you should leave something in the video, like some sort of little Easter egg in the video that only somebody that was watching the video would actually be able to
correct
to say. So, but I think that's a lot of the reasons why some of the bigger people don't do giveaways anymore too, because they get scammed. The channel's called Linux Experience. Experiment. I don't think
Linux Experiment.
No, that would be Linux. That's how I believe that's how you say it.
I thought it's Linux.
Linux is a type of operating system for a computer. I know that, and I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled. But I could be wrong.
I'm not sure. I'm not chiming in on that one.
Some people think someone got mad and reported him. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That could.
Yeah, that's why I did it, Jimmy.
Sorry, Dark County.
Yeah. I know you're the Browns fan.
Yeah.
Well, I even reached out to him to see if he was doing a 60-mile yard sale too, but he said it's like 4 hours from him. So
there was a guy. I sent Jimmy a message last week. There was a guy sitting literally next to us at the auction we were at. That was his doppelganger. Looked just like him.
Really.
There was a period of time where I'm like, did he drive 250 miles to be here? I don't think so. It's not, I mean, it was decent, but it wasn't that good. Unless he's a big Star Wars fan, because there was these Star Wars posters there that looked original. But I'm like, so I sent him a message while I was there. I'm like, dude, your doppelganger sitting right next to me. And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, no, not me.
Wow.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But he looked just like him, yeah.
Yeah. Robin says, I would have grabbed the Steeler jacket. I had a cousin who played for them back in the day. That's awesome. Who was he?
Yeah. Kind of curious. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah.
Is there a cherry?
That's what I was trying to think, but
yeah. So there'll be no giveaways on the 23rd, right? I don't want to be collateral damage. Get that plug in there.
Oh yeah, we're having a huge.
Yeah, we're having a huge giveaway. We're going to give away We're gonna give away. We're gonna have Mike come back, and he's gonna give away something.
Did you give away the new GoPro? It just came out today.
That's right. Yeah, 10. Sure, it's $400.
But so it's funny. I looked at it just to see because I'm like, maybe I'll upgrade. But it's like we have the 9, and it's basically the same thing.
Well,
a little faster.
Well, they supposedly fixed the glitches that were in the 9 because the 9 is glitchy. Like sometimes when you're scrolling through those menus, it gets kind of pokey and it starts.
I don't scroll through the menus too much, so maybe I'm lucky.
Yeah, and have you ever had yours overheat?
Almost all the time.
That's mine does too.
Okay, so at least I know I'm not the only one then. Because
oh god, mine always overheats.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I thought it was just me.
No, it's the screen on the front isn't.
You're not alone.
It's sealed because it's waterproof, so the screen on the front heats up the whole camera, and then I think they say the easy way to get rid of it is turn the screen off on the front. But I don't
you know what? Turning the screen off, like while you're yard sailing, wouldn't be bad. But if you're filming, I like it because you could see yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
maybe I'll have to do that.
Ron Shanklin is the Steeler name. I don't recognize the name.
Nope.
What do you play? I'm curious to know. I did a giveaway. A winner lived in Argentina. The shipping costs scammed me. Oh Jesus.
Well, one of our giveaways, James from Mexico won it. He won the camera. He won the second camera we gave away, and he goes, "Let me know what the shipping cost is." And I'm like, "Oh, it's like $30." He goes, "Just ship it to my granddaughter in Detroit." So,
oh, that was nice of him.
It was.
Yeah, I never even thought about somebody out of the country winning something. That could be.
Yeah.
It could be a little rough.
Pricey.
Depending on where it's at.
Yeah. And then you gotta tweak the mystery box too, because there's certain things that can't go into the country.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I know we have somebody that watches from Australia. Just think if they win.
Yeah. It did say back in the day he's no longer living. Okay, so that's probably before our time.
Yeah.
That was maybe when they were still partnered up with the Browns or whatever. Was it the Browns or Philadelphia?
It was the Eagles because it was the Steagles, and even I know this, and I hate football.
The Browns had something to do with the Steelers becoming the Steelers, though. I'm sure of that. I'm sure I read somewhere that the Browns had
I don't know about that.
something to do with the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
The Steelers.
It was the Steagles because it was wasn't it during the war and they didn't have enough players, so they had to combine into the Steagles. Thank you.
I thought the Browns had some sort of something to do with the Rooney family and them making the Steelers the actual Steelers.
Yeah, it was called the Browners.
The Brown. No, it wasn't. He was a wide receiver apparently, and the GoPro 9 uses a USB-C with a media mode. It will stay powered on, no battery. That is not my experience, that's for sure. Because I've tried.
I haven't tried without a battery, so.
I have tried it with
you know charging. What happens if you What happens if you plug it in the computer? Take the battery out. I don't know.
You can't. They say you can use it as a webcam.
Really?
But yeah, but you have to go through GoPro's GoPro's little app or whatever or program, and then you can tell GoPro to go to StreamYard, and it will actually do it. It seemed like a big pain, so I just went out and bought a webcam.
Yeah, and we have the media mod for it.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about here. So do we.
Which I never use it anymore though. So
can you use the media mod without a battery? Yeah, I guess you could because it plugs into the USB-C port on the one side.
Yeah.
Never tried.
Like right now I have mine set up like this because I was charging it. So if I took the battery out and plugged it in the computer,
yeah, it might work.
I wonder if it would work.
I don't know. I've never tried it without a battery.
I'm gonna have to try it now.
My brother's wife is here. Hi, Kirsten. Welcome.
It'll be your sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. Yes. Let's try USB-C. It will power it. Yeah. Well, I think you can only use USB-C.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike,
I'm
putting the garage sale on my route for next year. Yeah, I might be now too.
I think, I mean, yeah, it was good. I mean, granted, there were some houses. The one house we pulled, and the only thing they were selling was tacos.
It's awesome.
So it was like, okay. But I mean, there was some good stuff. But honestly, at first, I was getting a little bit bummed because I bet probably the first 8 houses, I didn't find a thing.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I hope but my daughter found stuff. So I'm like, man, here we go.
Well, you found tacos.
The tacos.
Yeah, the tacos were at the end. Though. The tacos were actually one of the last houses of the day.
I would have been there like the whole time.
But no, they had some good stuff.
Did you find it to be mostly like people clearing their houses out, or is it just like, because what worries me about these ones that are along routes is that they do it so frequently, or well, at least once a year, that all these people can't possibly have like that much stuff to do it all the time.
I think it was a mix.
You don't know though.
Like the one was like somebody's big garage, and they just had a bunch of stuff in there, stuff outside. Other people, it's just like that was their 1 yard sale a year. So I think it was a good mix. But then there was like some people you could just tell were just hoarders that just they picked up anything they could for free on the side of the road, and they just had it in boxes.
Wow, that's crazy.
But but everybody was super friendly. I mean, I still got to edit the footage. So
no resellers though, like nobody.
I didn't see anybody.
Like Funko Pop, $25 or something like that.
I did find blow molds, and my wife knows them. She said, "Hey, you see those?" And I said, "Yeah." And I looked them up before I went over there because I was like, I want to know what they go for. So I went over there and I asked the lady, I said, how much, and she gave me basically eBay prices.
Yeah.
So there was a couple eBay prices, and I know like Little Miss Q found. She said the one thing. I was like, yeah, I was there. She goes, I bought all these pewter figures from them. And I was like, oh, when I asked, she wanted too much, but then she went down like an hour later. So
probably because everybody was like, nah.
Exactly. I think that's why. But no, I think prices were very fair. Like almost to the point where you didn't even have to negotiate. It was because I won't negotiate if it's a fair price.
Neither will we.
Yeah.
If somebody gives me a fair price, yeah, hey, take it.
Yeah. Yeah, we very seldom negotiate unless it's like, there's like a bundle of some sort, and you're like, I really want to get this for $10, but they're not budging, and then you're like, well, I'll buy that, and that for this much money. Well, then we'll negotiate. But other than
we went to one this past weekend, and first it was supposed to be a community sale over in Hopewell.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be like these Howard Hanna ones. It was supposed to be different like housing communities. There was probably some by you because it was like in Moon and Hopewell. We drive through this community, not one house. I'm like, okay. So I went to my next list and we stopped at these 3 houses. Well, the one house had Starbucks tumblers.
Oh, nice.
8 of them. But she had $5 to $15 each on them.
Oh.
So we got that. We got a Disney metal license plate frame and like a Harley flag and something else. And I said, can we work a deal out? She said, yeah. So, okay. So we set it down on the table and I'm adding everything up in my head. And I'm up to almost $100 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, just give me $20 for everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, here you go. Look at my daughter. Let's get in the car now.
See you later.
Before she changes her mind. There was a glass Starbucks tumbler. There was Disney tumblers. So it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, there was a yard sale. We went out yard selling one day, and there was a yard sale down off of 910, and it was like the same thing, like big community yard sale. We pulled in, and like the first 4 or 5 roads, there wasn't a single person. There was one person that had like a bunch of furniture out that said free on it, and that was it. And then we rounded the corner, and then there was like 4 people in a row, and luckily we found some pretty decent stuff at both of them. But sometimes those community yard sales, it seems like people just don't want to deal with it.
Well, I went to the one up north. I think it was a golf community, and I looked on Craigslist and it said 6 houses. Well, when I got up there and I asked the lady, I said, "Oh, is this the row with the 6 houses?" She goes, "There's over 60 houses."
Whoops!
They forgot the 0.
That's what must have happened. So I mean, I had other sales I was going to that day. I had to cancel because I was stuck in this development. And
yeah.
Super good stuff because it was a rich area up in Cranberry.
We love the rich area yard sales.
Well, the one guy. So if you ever heard of I think it's called Next Belts or something. They're like ratchet style belts. The guy was going to buy the company.
Oh, really?
So he had one belt left. It was a camo belt. Yeah. So he sold that. It was nuts. Found the 1983 US Open golf balls from Oakmont.
Oh yeah, I saw this. Those were cool.
$1 each.
$1 each. It's amazing what some people sell things for at yard sales, because some people just want to get rid of stuff, and then there are people that are like, yeah, I want $150 for this Xbox.
Well, this lady wasn't really negotiating either, and I mean, I bought a lot of stuff from her, so we did pretty well. That's all I know.
That helps whenever you buy a lot of their stuff too.
People
seem to. Dark County says that's how the 127 was. It found a lot of good stuff cheap, but other things people were asking crazy prices. Yeah, there's been yard sales around here. There was a guy that was doing a yard sale around here, and like Sarah found it. She's like, "Look at this yard sale. There's a lot of good stuff." And like, I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm like, that's a reseller that watches YouTube, because you can look at everything that's in that thing, and you're like, yeah, there's Barbies, there's video games, there's Nintendo DSs, and you're like, yeah, that's a reseller. Like,
so we actually had a guy come up to our yard sale, and my daughter looked at me and says, I think he's a reseller. Just by the way, he was actually scanning stuff in my driveway. I was like, that's fine. So I had that PlayStation listed, which I think you guys might have bid on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come to find out, the person who won it, I went to go ship it and realized that somebody must have chewed through the power cord.
No.
So I put it out the yard sale. Well, this reseller, he's looking at it. He says, what do you want for it? And I said, look, it needs a new power cord. He ended up buying it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he bought a ton of stuff from me. So we ran into each other, I don't know, it's like a month ago. And I said, like, hey, did you ever sell that? He's like, yeah, I sold it.
Nice.
Yeah.
We think, me and Sarah think the resellers have a look. Like, you can see, like, when you're at a thrift store, you're like, that guy's a reseller. And normally you can, and it's funny because normally you can tell they're either wearing something vintage, or they're wearing like a old school hat, or they're wearing like something that just sets them
or
up.
they're scanning everything.
That's what we're doing.
I mean, I won't scan everything though, because there's just some stuff that we know that hey, I know this is going to sell, or I'll take a chance on it. It's cheap
everything.
Enough. Like looking up shoes sometimes is hard because you can't really scan them.
Right.
Which I wish you could.
Shoes are a pain. And you think they would come up with something, because there is a barcode inside most Nikes.
I've tried to scan it.
No, all you have to do is look. There's a 6-digit code or 7-digit code, then dash whatever 3 digits, which is for the color. So you just need to Google it. That's all I do.
But
and
at that point,
find everything.
Those shoes could be nasty at that point. I don't want to be sticking my hand inside.
Yeah, so, I mean, if they look clean, I'll do it. But
I just hate shoes.
He wants to buy shoes, and then who's stuck cleaning them? Not him.
Yeah. That's why he buys them.
That's right. Got it.
That's why I get mad. That's why these G.I. Joes are still on the floor. Killing spiders.
Superfast Store says, Casey and I are resellers made from YouTube. The only difference is we love thrifting beforehand. Also, if we'd find it funny to go to yard sales. Yeah, we are too. I mean, me and Sarah are made from YouTube. Like, that's how we kind of realized that we could do this. Like, if it wasn't for the YouTube community and people out there saying like, yeah, this sold for this and this sold for this and this is what I look for, we wouldn't have done it. Like, we started watching Rally Roots whenever we first like kind of had the idea to do it, and we watched them go to like their local thrift store and pick out all these crazy shirts, and that's not how it works, but maybe it works that way in Florida, but not here. Like, you don't find liquid blue Grateful Dead shirts just right there that you're going to spend, that they're going to sell for $4,000 or whatever. But yeah, no, I'm born in the same thing. I don't know about you, but
I wish, and first, when we started figuring this out last year, that people actually watch this, I said, man, why didn't I do this 12 years ago?
Yeah, you would have been.
Because who knows where I'd be at now 12 years later. I might be full-time, to be honest with you.
You would have been an innovator, that's for sure, because there was nobody on YouTube doing this. That's for sure.
But honestly, I would have never thought to myself that I'd be putting content on YouTube either.
Me neither.
Like, I hate talking in front of people. And I mean, even
really?
I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Like, in school, I'd hate to do speeches in front of classes because I just couldn't do it. And that's why even trying to put out our first video, it was like, it took me probably a good week until we even got our first video out. Now I don't care.
Yeah.
I still won't talk in front of people, but it's different with a camera, I think, to me. And it's different kind of with this too, but yeah.
See, that's the only thing I didn't mind doing in school was talking in front of people. That was I was always a public speaker. But it is different when you're like the first time I ever did a live. I remember sitting here thinking to myself, I'm actually nervous. Like, and I'm not nervous at all when this camera's on, but whenever I'm sitting here, I was like, well, okay, I'm a little nervous now. And so it is different, but it's weird because, like, I don't know, whenever YouTube first started, it was just a bunch of like cat videos and like weird things that people put out. And now it's like a totally changed platform. Like there are actual channels with people that have schedules and like it's turning into something. Now I'm just wondering if it's going to stay this way or there's going to be something else that takes over, because there always seems to be something else.
And then you think about these people who are relying on YouTube as an income too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, if they lose that, well, let's take it for instance. One of the people who we watched years ago was Roman Atwood.
Okay.
He's based out in Ohio. He basically did pranks on people, and he's been doing it for 10 years. And he finally, YouTube has started flagging his videos now, and he's like, "I've been doing this for 10 years." He has millions of subs.
What does he do?
He pranks on people, and basically does a daily vlog. But he started this so long ago.
No, I meant what does he do that got him flagged? Was there
just a prank, a random prank that somebody flagged him for it, and so YouTube flagged him. If you get those 3 strikes, your channel's gone.
That's terrible.
So he's like, "What am I supposed to do?" He goes, "This is all I've been doing for 10 years. So now I'm kind of in that position where I have to change my content that people have watched for 10 years."
There's a handful of YouTubers that are like huge that, you know, are millionaires because of it. And that's my scare, is that someday this goes to a different platform or it changes. And that's why, like, relying on what YouTube's going to pay me, I don't think is ever going to be. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll take the money, but
correct.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, when we started this, we never thought we'd even come in close to get monetized. We thought we'd have like 10 subs. Just the way it is. I mean, now we're here.
It seems though if you work at it and you actually put out content on a regular basis, that it'll come. It's just that I think that's what a lot of people do, is they start off putting out lots and lots of content, and then they're like, this isn't working. I'm only at like 300 subs. I give up. And then they just, you know, it goes away from there.
It's a grind. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, there was a time, there was 1 month where we put out a video a day.
Mm-hmm.
And after that month, I was like, this is just horrible. Like, a video a day is a lot to do.
Yes. He was doing that, and I was
that's why we do.
Need to stop.
Yeah. And that's why we do 3. That's why we do 3 days a week now, and with bonus stuff added in. So, like with the Flight 93 memorial video that will go up eventually. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
But the lives, I don't know. The lives, to me, and I don't know how you feel about it. When you do a live by yourself, that's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's quiet.
Yes, without a doubt.
You just sit there and quiet. It's like,
I have seen people do that, and I don't know how people can do that.
The first couple I did was brutal, but now it's kind of like, okay, I just keep myself going and it's fine.
Yeah. Once you get the comments filtering through it, it starts to become fun. But yeah, at first it's a little rough.
And if the comments if people aren't chatting too much when you're by yourself, it gets to be, you're like, okay, you're watching the chat. Okay, is it going to go up? Like,
yeah.
Please ask me a question.
Yeah.
When that intro is playing or the countdown's playing, and I see the little thing up at the top left corner, and I'm like, 0. Come on,
don't trust that, because the one live we were in, it said there was like 1, and Ed goes, no, Ed said it was showing a totally different number for him. He goes, it's showing like 10. So I don't trust that anymore.
Well, it's funny. This one, the first number it showed was 10. Whenever we came on, it was 0, then 10. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it takes probably a minute for it to catch up.
Yeah. And once everybody gets the notification and stuff like that, it's a little bit tricky. But I think the lives are fun. I mean, we did one
We like them.
2 weeks ago. We just did a pop-up live, and it turned into 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I might do a 6-hour live here eventually, just for fun.
6 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it like a Friday night at like 6 o'clock and go till midnight. Just
better get some. You better get some beers for that.
Yeah, or some high noons, something. I mean, but I might do a listing one. Just hey, how many listings can I get done in 6 hours?
Yeah, that's a long live though.
I can never get any listings done.
Me neither. I've done listing pop-up lives and gotten 0 done.
None.
Especially when people start talking, you just can't list.
Right.
I mean, I'll do drafts because like my big day for listing is like Saturday, sometimes Saturday night, sometimes Sunday night. And I'll just pound out like 70 drafts or something. And then I'll just use them during the week.
Yeah. That's why I don't know how Joey does it Mondays.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it either. It's a tough show. I mean, but I think they list a lot beforehand, or they have drafts or something. That's got to be because
you have to have drafts.
It would be impossible.
Yeah,
you have to have drafts the way that because I mean he still interacts with the chat too. So
yeah,
it's a big thing.
Yeah. SM Postcard says vintage postcards don't have barcodes, so he has to know what he's buying. Yeah, I would imagine. He cleaned out a booth the other day. 20 minutes. That's a lot of postcards. Superfast Tortoise says, concluding, when you go to a yard sale and you can tell when people
Adam,
buy pallets.
Would you like me to read?
Yeah, go ahead. I think it's him, not me.
Concluding, when you go to a yard sale, and you can tell when people buy pallets, or even sadder, if it was a daycare that closed. I don't understand that.
I don't understand it. If you're talking about like Amazon returns, yes, you can. There's a lot of people that have bought Amazon returns and ran a yard sale. And yes, we do have cats on our live. Absolutely.
None have shown up today.
Yeah. Old videos can come back to haunt you also.
I have not went back and watched any of our old stuff. I don't want to.
My old stuff is just bad, so there's no way it's gonna come back to haunt me. I've watched videos batched up, published once a week. Yeah, I have videos batched up, published once a week. When I started, I did every day, and that was murder.
Yep.
That was very hard to do, and it's not just because you have to edit everything. It's because you have to come up with something to do every day, and you have to have a topic to talk about every day, or you have to go somewhere and go sourcing every day, and it just becomes this repetitive machine that you're like, okay, I talked about shipping last week. I'm not going to talk about shipping this week. So what am I going to talk about? And it became too much. So it got to the point where I'm like, yeah, we're doing thrifting videos 2 days a week. What sold videos 2 days a week. And that's it. And then we filled in the lives, obviously, as they came, but that was before the live started. So
we most of the time I try to have our videos scheduled for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, because we both have full-time jobs. We got kids, and I don't want to take that chance of uploading on those days in the morning, because what happens if YouTube goes down?
Right.
Then I'll have a video going up. So like right now I have a video going. Well, I think one went up today. I have to edit videos tomorrow night to get one up for Saturday. So but hopefully tomorrow night I'll edit all my videos for the next week or week and a half. So
the only one that I have a deadline on is Friday's video. So tomorrow's video ends, like I film it here, then I go edit it, and it's actually what I just filmed is going to be on Friday. So, and that one has at times YouTube's got hung up, or the processing took really long or something like that, so it just didn't work out. But that's the only day I can do it, because I've done them on Saturdays, and Saturdays nobody watches. So
yeah, Saturdays is hit or miss for us. Like our last week, our Saturday was good, but I've noticed Fridays doesn't do good for us. So
Fridays is normally my better what sold video. The Wednesday what sold video normally isn't.
Well, see, I've been doing our what solds on Saturday now, and you're doing yours on Friday. So
maybe that's why
it's a good thing.
Yeah. Robin says I've been doing some photos while watching and listening to you. Oh, that's good. And Mandy's here. She says hello.
Mandy.
How are you?
My BFF.
He says, SM Postcard says he does his weekly short, and now I've done a schedule out for the next 6 months. Wow. I
haven't done a short in a while.
I did a few of them, but didn't. I feel like shorts are good, like if you're doing the milk crate challenge or something,
which I'm not gonna do. But
it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Can you believe our wide receiver did it? Can you believe Juju did it?
No, I can't actually.
You can or can't?
I can. Yeah, I mean that's he likes that whole social media stuff. The shorts to me are like Instagram short, like the Instagram stories. I mean, we've had two that have done well. I mean, close to 1,000 views.
Yeah,
but they were dumb. But
yeah, I know. There's a few YouTubers that are doing the TikTok thing. I know Commonwealth is doing it, and like,
I signed up for it.
They're having a lot of success with it.
I haven't figured it out yet, though.
It's difficult.
I honestly feel too old for it.
Yes, that's what happened when I did it too. I like scrolling through and watching this stuff, but like doing an actual video, I get confused.
Yeah, I haven't figured. Cali reseller Luis has been selling stuff on there. He's been showing what he's been finding at Goodwill, and people are like, "Hey, how much you want for it?" And he's been selling stuff on there. So
I know a few people do that on Instagram. They'll just take videos of things, and then people will, contact them. They'll pay via PayPal and ship it out.
Yeah.
It's great because you avoid a whole bunch of fees. I don't know.
We have a guy that buys
something else to do.
We have a guy that buys some Steeler stuff off of us. Like he's looking for like off the wall stuff that you're not going to find, and he's like, just email me. So I email him like, hey, you need this, and I guess he has a group or something with guys all across the U.S. He's like, I'll check with some of them if they need it. We sold a couple things to him, and he Venmos me. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it saves us on fees and it saves me from listing it.
We had a few people when we were selling license plates that did that with us, and there's apparently a big group of license plate collectors that all get together. And one guy actually said, "Hey, there's a guy near your location. He's selling a whole bunch of license plates." And we actually went over and talked to him, and we bought a whole bunch of license plates off of him.
Yeah, but haven't heard from him for a while.
It's because we don't sell license plates.
I haven't heard from
because
the guy.
We don't have any.
We had a guy. I went to his house and did a private pick.
I remember that video. Yeah.
I haven't heard from him. I'm hoping he didn't die. I've been meaning to text him like, hey, because he had a bunch of Tupperware for me.
He did,
and I haven't heard from him. So I need to reach out to the guy because he was super cool. But
yeah, he seemed awesome. He had a whole that was like a shed he had, or
he had a shed, and he was happy. And so I went up there. He was just pulling stuff out. I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then he texted me a couple weeks later. He's like, hey, I'm having a yard sale. If you want to come up and get first dibs on it, feel free. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't make it up there that day. And he's like, hey, I'll put the Tupperware off to the side for you. Because what was nice was he knows what I buy. So that's what he was pulling out.
Yeah. Huh.
That's awesome. I know he still has Tupperware for him. I hope he still has it. But I need to reach out to him because he hasn't commented on any videos recently. He hasn't commented on videos in a long time either.
Hope he's okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Robin says I need to figure it out and tie it into my Depop page. That's another site that I feel very old whenever I look at it because it's like that's really hard to use.
Yeah,
I've never looked at it. Yeah, me either.
Derek's here, the Atlanta Flipper. Well, how's it going?
Atlanta Flipper, how are you?
What's happening?
That dude knows his shoes.
He does. Angie's on it. There's your YouTube link again.
She disappeared for a while though.
Yeah, she went to go make some. She probably went to go make some cookies.
Or she was out there picking corn.
It's possible. Congratulating Derek on winning Flip Fun's showdown. I saw that.
I got knocked first round.
I saw that. That was I saw the whole video yesterday, and it's it's complicated. I hope nobody ever asked me to do one of those because I would either be really good at it or absolutely terrible, and that's
at least the people who beat me. At least they're still in it. So
yeah. Even if you're not going to use sites like TikTok, go and create an account with your name so no one else gets it. Yeah, that makes sense. I have several things.
Yeah, but also too, if you don't have your name registered, they can still take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only thing I bought was what potentially could be a website, and that was the only thing I bought. So, but that's just because at some point I'd like to have a merch website, and so but Pittsburgh Picker was taken, but PGH Picker wasn't taken, so I bought that.
Who's Pittsburgh Picker?
Yes,
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I think it's a dead website, but somebody owns it. So, or maybe it's not. It could be anything. It's probably somebody who picks corn or something dumb.
we can work out a deal. We can work out a deal for it later. Don't worry.
He's like, I got
Yeah,
it
it's
for,
nothing.
I got it for $3.25 right when you started your channel.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't even know about you guys until Commonwealth.
Yeah, that was nice of him. I asked him to be on a live, and he's like, oh,
we did too. He was supposed to be on our birthday live.
That was
because he's hopped in the chat a couple times, and I thought for sure because he hopped in the week before the birthday live, then he hopped in the birthday live night too, and I thought he was going to, but
I think I don't think he wants to do lives, but I think he'd be awesome at him because he's just a funny dude.
Yeah, if there's I mean, mostly everybody we've had on has been great. Derek Atlanta Flipper that dude's got knowledge about shoes. And I don't even like shoes, but he got me wanting to buy shoes though.
Yeah, he got me wanting to buy them too, and then he actually got me on looking at certain avenues to cross list too, because I mean we ended up going with List Perfectly, but not because it was hammock was more expensive or anything. It was just because List Perfect has like kind of a dashboard that you can use and you can still keep your hands on it, whereas hammock you kind of take all your you pretty much throw all your eggs in one basket and hope these people know what they're doing.
I know.
So, and that's what worried me the most about it. But I don't know. Even with as easy as that system is, there's still flaws in it. Like sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't copy the pictures over correctly. And then sometimes like you'll hit sold on something and it won't pull it. Like we had that happen twice. And it seems to be only Facebook Marketplace that does it. Like you'll go to hit sold on Facebook Marketplace and it will say an error happened. And then you got to go scroll down and mark it as sold and then it will eventually pull it. But
and I know you mentioned about merch too. Since you guys are monetized, if you do your merch through Teespring, it will link it to right under the bottom of your video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you go look at Cincinnati Pickers, that's how he has his is set up like that.
Okay.
But you have to have 1,000 subs for them to do that though.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I've been dragging my feet. It's a project for wintertime when I have a lot more time. Robin says, when I messaged what I thought was someone from Pittsburgh Picker messaged me and said back, hey, you have the wrong dude. Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
That's funny. I wonder who that is.
There's a Pittsburgh Picker?
Oh, yeah. Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He lives over near Monroeville.
But he hasn't been very active.
He does a lot of stuff. He has some.
He does like a lot of live Instagram lives.
Yeah.
He does lives, and he does a couple lives during the morning of the week. Mm-hmm. He's been doing a lot of sports card stuff too. Yeah. At least he was.
Yeah, I've watched a few of his stuff. Is it Angie's anniversary?
Yeah, that's what she said. I think she said she was hanging out with her husband.
Oh, happy anniversary, Angie.
I didn't even know
that. Rosie says Facebook Market recently had an update. List Perfectly is still trying to work. That makes sense. Yeah, it's happened 2 or 3 times with Facebook Marketplace, but I know a guy back in the day who would buy websites selecting certain. Yeah, people would do it with Twitter accounts too.
Oh, really?
They would go and take Twitter accounts for like people that were maybe coming up in the world or starting to become something, and they would buy Twitter accounts and then they would sell the handles to people because, like, I don't know, some actor would not want his Twitter handle to be something that other than his name. So yeah, I knew they did that with Twitter handles too.
Yeah, I might start doing that too.
Sell them on eBay. Maybe they'll let you.
Hey, just buy them, and hey, if you could catch that right one, I mean,
yeah, that's right. If you could find somebody, I don't know who, but I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
I don't either.
Be able to do something like that, but yeah, websites. I know there's still money to be made there because, if somebody doesn't have it and it's something that somebody really wants, they'll pay up for it, especially if it's a corporation.
Exactly.
So, but I think back in the day it was a little easier because people didn't have websites. So,
Correct.
Yeah.
That was probably a little easier, but well, we're pushing the 2-hour mark here, so
wow,
we're gonna get out of here real soon. I know you got work in the morning, so
yeah, I gotta go get my driver's license renewed tomorrow. So
that's
it expired.
Joy. Oh,
that happened to me before.
Well, I'm debating: do I go to Chippewa and just get the regular ID, or do I drive to Bridgeville and get the real ID tomorrow?
Get the real ID, yeah.
The real ID, you have to have like a bill of some sort that comes to your house, and then you have to have your birth certificate and
social security card.
Yeah,
but they just extended it till May of 2023. So
yeah, Bridgeville's not bad anymore. They moved it. You know that, right? It used to be in the shopping planet. Now it's a separate building in the middle of the shopping plaza.
But it's still in the same plaza though.
It's back. So like you would pull into the plaza and it would be right there on your right, like in the along the strip mall.
Yeah.
Now there's like a movie theater back near the Ford dealership. Mm-hmm. It's back there.
Okay.
So it's actually, I think it's actually attached to the side of the movie theater. I think the movie
theater
theater
is like
over here. Yeah. So when you pull in, you'd make kind of a left and kind of meander back in that direction. And there's a Home Depot back there, and you keep going straight, and it's back there. But it's huge, and there's plenty of people working there, so it goes quick.
So I might just drive. I'm gonna take my lunch early in the morning and just drive down there, and I might do it.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, well, what do you got coming up? You want to plug before we get out of here?
We have our Monday show this week, and we'll probably do a Saturday Night Live just for fun this week. Probably maybe list a little bit and stay on for a little bit. That's about it, though.
Yeah.
Videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
And you got eventually the yard sale videos are coming up.
Yeah, eventually. I finally got them all off the camera. There's just so many clips because I think I filmed at every house.
Wow.
And it's a lot. Like I actually had my computer wouldn't even hold all the files. I have an external hard drive that I had to put them on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it was a good day.
It's gonna make a good. It's probably gonna be so long that I'll have to probably make it 3 separate videos. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it would be murder to upload something like that. It would take.
Oh my gosh! I couldn't imagine. So no, we have some good stuff coming out.
Cool. And just in case anybody didn't see Dayton Valley Deals, here's another link to Yinzer Picker's YouTube channel. So go over there, give them a subscribe, give them a like. How many? So where are you at subscriber wise? You getting close?
To be honest with you, I'm not even sure. Because we hit like a lull. We're at 813 now. So
wow, you're getting close.
It's just crazy. My wife said, "Wouldn't it be funny if you hit 1,000 tonight on his show?" That's
that would have been
one
awesome.
night.
When you get close, you have to come back.
Okay,
that would be awesome if we both did it.
That would be funny.
So that would be awesome. So yeah, we have What Sold coming up tomorrow, and then Pittsburgh Picker live again here with me and Sarah on Sunday, and then Monday we're back to some thrifting videos. I actually am debating. I'm probably going to put out on Monday rather than a thrifting video. I'm probably going to put out what it's like, what my experience been like cross listing over this last month. So just because we get a lot of questions about it, so I'm actually going to do a video dedicated to it. It's either going to come out this week or next, so we'll see.
Okay.
That's about it. Sarah, you got anything you want to chat about before we get out of here?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, until next time, guys. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And until next time, guys, we'll talk to you on Sunday.
Bye.